G'day team, Callum here, and today we're going to be looking at how to set up a NetGear Orbi. These devices are a great solution to get a strong, fast internet connection across a large area. Now they can be set up in a few different ways, such as plug in directly into an existing modem, but today we're going to be looking at how to use a powerful modem that's already built inside the Orbi, meaning one less device and an overall cleaner look at home. First, we need to unbox the Orbi modem router and additional satellite if purchased and connect to the power. Once it's connected to power, we can connect the main Orbi unit to the fiber box, or ONT as they're often called. These ONTs come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, but under all of them you should see some Ethernet ports. Plug one end into the ONT and the other into the yellow port on the Orbi that says Internet. Next, we need to connect to the Orbi. We can either plug into one of the spare ports and use a laptop, or we can connect to Wi-Fi. For this example, we're going to connect to the Wi-Fi. Now there's a default password which is written on the front of the Orbi unit. Once connected, enter www.orbilogin.com into a browser. You'll be presented with a page that will prompt you to download the Orbi app. Now while there's loads of cool uses, that's a video for another day, so instead we're going to click on the link at the bottom. From the welcome page, we're going to click Next, which will take us over to the terms and conditions. If we're happy to accept, then tick the box and click Next again. We'll get a warning saying that there's no Ethernet cable connected. This is totally normal, as it can't be detected until we've configured the connection. So with that in mind, we'll say no, I want to configure the internet connection myself. Now before we do that, let's get our additional satellite connected. If you purchased a single Orbi unit, then you can skip this step. To sync up the satellite, simply click Next. The Orbi will then begin looking around for any units it can connect with. If successful, you should be presented with this page. If the pairing fails, you can press the sync button on the back of both the Orbi modem router and the satellite and select Try Again. Now it's time to update some admin settings. First, we need to create a password that we'll use to access the modem router's settings. Note that this isn't the password for the Wi-Fi. After that, we can do our security questions in case we forget the password. Once we have it all filled out, we can click Next. On this page, we can give our network a name. This is the name of the Wi-Fi you'll see when you're searching for it, and we can also change the Wi-Fi password. Today, I'm going to keep them as default. We can print off these details if we want on this page. I'm going to go to Next. Here is where you'd normally be able to update your firmware, but as we don't have an internet connection yet, we're going to hit skip. We can always come back here later. Once done, we'll need to log back in with that password we created earlier. You'll be presented with this NetGear Armor. For now, we're going to X out of this. Finally, it's time to configure our internet connection. To do this, we're first going to select Advanced from the top page, Setup, and then Internet Setup. First, we're going to scroll down to the bottom of the page and click VLAN ID configuration in the blue. We need to enable VLAN bridge group and then select VLAN tag group. Select the default group, ensuring all the details are the same as you can see here. If we're happy, we can click Apply. Once the settings have been applied, we can go over to the left and back to the internet setup that we were at before. This is where we'll enter our final internet settings. Now these settings will be different depending on your internet service provider. In most cases, these are easy to find on the supplier's website, and you follow mostly the same process. This Orbi today is being connected to the Spark network, so they're the settings we're going to be entering. First, we need to select Yes, as our connection does require a login, and then make sure that PPPoE is selected from the drop-down menu. For the login, we're going to use user@spark.co.nz, and the password is simply password in all lowercase. Finally, for the connection mode, we want always on. Once it's all entered, we can click Apply at the top. There's even a box there to hit Test, so you can check that that connection's all up and running. And there we are. I hope this guide helped, and I hope you enjoy your super fast connection to the World Wide Web.